It's been a monumental effort from this bunch of rank outsiders. But I think the dream is over now. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you are a first-time visitor, why not subscribe, like, watch and comment and help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause you can see scrolling above. And it has been a hell of a journey for us here at Swansea, and we have reached the dizzy heights of 4th. But sadly, the second half of the season has not been what it promised, and fixtures have been more difficult than earlier, and we have started to fall down the table, and we are currently in 6th. But the teams below us have a lot of games in hand, and our fixture list in the run-in is very, very difficult indeed. And I think now that the dream is finally over. And if we have a look at what has been going on in the schedule, you can immediately see things have not been right. You saw us beat Leeds in the last episode, and then Bristol City was a very, very tight affair, and a mistake by the defence for Bristol City allowed Delap in to score the only goal of the game. And that ended as a 1-0 victory to Swansea, and thinking maybe we're back on course, but Everton just annihilated us. A totally embarrassing performance. Defence was absolutely awful. Calvert-Lewin put them 1 up after 7 minutes, and there was no coming back after that. And we really, really were very poor, and I don't know if it's tiredness. But Damari Gray, who's I think only about 5'9", he rose above our 2 tall central defenders to nod in very easily, and they kept going. Everton just absolutely murdered us, and Decore from distance made it 3-0, and it just went from bad to worse. And Rickarlson made it 4-0 from the penalty spot. And luckily, thankfully, we didn't concede anymore. It ended up 4-0. But we bounced back and we had a very good result against Chelsea. And this is the game that I used as the tutorial. It was a tough game. And Jorginho, with a bullet of a shot, put Chelsea 1-0 up in the first half. But we fought back magnificently, and despite Chelsea having a lot of chances, we held them out as Lukaku was put through, but a brilliant save by Fisher, and we held them out. We kept defending and got a little bit more possession in the second half, and Lavery from distance, he banged one into the corner to make it 1-1. It was a very, very good result, and they have been a bunch of fighters, these boys, and well done, getting a 1-1 draw. And then it got better. Against West Ham, where we really didn't have much of a chance, we took the lead against West Ham after 10 minutes, and we held on. And although West Ham threatened, it turned out to be a 1-0 victory. But then Manchester United came to town and thrashed us 5-2, and Liverpool came. We had Liverpool at home, and they beat us 2-0. It now means that the Brentford game has become a very, very important game. And if we don't win this, then looking at the fixtures below, then we are going to be in serious trouble. We have Manchester City and Arsenal, who are contesting the top spot, so they're not going to let up at all. But we can get points, hopefully, against Brighton and Burnley. So who knows what is going to happen? But I think the dream is over. We must win against Brentford in order to at least keep ourselves around about 6th or 7th. This has got to be a win. But having said that, I'll take a 10th place finish. But we have Fisher, Vajoda, Williams, Cabango and Manning, Downs, Maggio, Neacham and Grimes in midfield, and Lavery and Price up front, Lavery and Pirro up front, and who knows, if we can get the points here. And I've made the error again of being in 2D, so we'll switch that very quickly for you. We'll just put that on key highlights and put it to TV. It does make it a lot harder to judge the game, but we'll do our best here. And hopefully we'll come out with the points. And here comes Rhys Williams, already taking it forward. He finds Vajoda. Vajoda looks inside, but that's the end of the highlight, and I'm not quite sure why they showed us that. Anyway, here comes Swansea again. Lavery finds Neacham. Neacham to Manning. Manning to Grimes. We are in control by the look of it. This is very nice football, but again, this is a story of our season, just giving the ball away needlessly. But Manning wins it back. Cabango. He finds Manning again to Cabango. Nice to see Cabango having a run in the team. Young lad who has a lot of potential, but he's hard to trust. He makes mistakes, and so far so good for Cabango, as here comes Lavery. Lavery has recovered the ball, and Lavery at pace now, and Lavery straight at the goalkeeper. I thought we were going to take the lead there, but it's still Brentford 0, Swansea 0. Excuse me. And after a couple of minutes, it looks like we are in control of this game, as Vajoda brings it forward. He finds Maggio. Maggio into Neacham. Neacham is in space, and Neacham has missed as well. And it remains Brentford 0, Swansea 0. An early goal would have been nice. But we are still on the attack, and we have a corner. And Grimes swings in the corner, and that misses everybody, and it's come out to Neacham. Neacham, can he get it into the box? And he can, and that's easily claimed by Raya. It's a good start by the look of it, and hopefully, but Brentford have a free kick, hopefully we can build on this. It's been a good start, and Brentford's free kick hits the post, and Manning to clear. Manning gives it to Fisher, and that's a terrible clearance by Fisher, and Brentford are bringing it forward now. Brentford in possession, but that comes to nothing, and that was a dreadful clearance by Fisher. I am going to up the tempo a little bit. Looking at it, we don't seem to have much possession, only 35% at the moment, and this is not very good. We have had the better chances on the day, but possession-wise, we're just not controlling the game at all. As Pirro finds Vajoda, he finds Maggio, and it's being played nicely around the right here. Maggio, Neacham into Pirro with a chance, and Pirro's hit the post, and he was offside, but what a chance for Swansea again. We are still in 6th, we have 57 points. I couldn't have thought we'd be getting 57 points in our first season in the Premier League, so I can't be too annoyed. Can't be too disappointed with the second half of the season. We've surpassed all expectations, and I think I have to remember that we were predicted to finish in 19th place. We are in 6th at the moment, and we can't be too annoyed with the boys. They are tiring, and it's been a long, hard season for them. They've had to work very hard to get where they are. We need to make give Grimes and Cabango a few little instructions to try to get them to be playing more in line with what we want to play. And here is a chance for Swansea, and that goes into the side netting, and it's a goal kick for Brentford. And we have had the better chances. We haven't had the possession, but sometimes you don't need the possession. Sometimes you just need to have the ball and put the ball in the back of the net. The only thing that's missing is the ball going in, as Neacham finds Pirro, and that's all the way up to Vajoda. Vajoda finds Rhys Williams. Rhys Williams, whose loan we have extended now, along with Liam Delap. We will have those two players for the next season. both of them coming in as regular starters. Happy to have them. I'm hoping for a big season from Delap next year, or it will be his final year. And there's a ball over the top to Lavery, and Lavery has scored, and it is Brentford 1. Brentford 0, Swansea 1. I got too excited there. It's actually Swansea who've scored, not Brentford. Brentford 0, Swansea 1. And really, are we going to get the 3 points here? This will be a massive bonus. Great ball from Cabango. And Lavery, with not the easiest of chances, the ball coming over his shoulder, volleyed it into the corner. It is now 3 points to Swansea, and we will be up to 61 points. And that will be a magnificent effort. But here are Brentford. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. This game is nowhere near over, as Brentford try to bring it forward. They have had most of the ball, but we have had the chances, and that shows on the scoreboard. And as they try to build slowly from the back. And we are allowing them to do that. We're not pressing too much. We're going to allow them to build from the back, stay compact, stay in shape, and pinch the ball. And there's a perfect example as Lavery looks to come forward. Lavery to Maggio, Maggio to Pirro. Pirro looks inside for Maggio again to Neacham, Neacham to Pirro. This is lovely football, but Pirro cannot put it away, and that is out for a throw-in. But again, some lovely football, and that shows how we are playing. We're allowing them to come on to us and then pinching the ball when we get an opportunity. We need to make some changes here. There are some tired players on the field again, and hopefully we can hold on now for the last 10 minutes. But here are Brentford, and they throw in on the right. And there's a ball into the box, but that's defended by Vajeda. Vajeda looking for Maggio. Maggio has the ball. Can he get it forward? And he finds Neacham. Neacham is robbed in midfield. And here come Brentford. And there's Vajeda again picking up the loose ball. And that is a terrible clearance by Rhys Williams. Rhys Williams is inviting pressure with that. And here come Brentford down the left. And Brentford have scored. A late goal, 10 minutes to go. We couldn't hold on, and Brentford have equalised. It's Ivan Toney who has scored the goal. That was a dreadfully rushed clearance by Rhys Williams. I'm just saying how happy I am that we've renewed his loan, and he's cost us big time there. A dreadful, dreadful clearance. He put Vajeda in all sorts of trouble. I think we'll have to just take a point. We'll go a little bit more positive, but I think a point will be good enough. But we do have a free kick, and here's Grimes. Grimes is looking for the back post, and that's headed out. Here's Downs. Downs, who's been a very big success this season. He's become a very good player. He finds Cabango. Cabango, Maggio. And that's into the 6-yard box, but it's cleared away. And here's Neacham. Neacham is looking for Ahulu. Ahulu finds Neacham, and that was a poor pass, and the move comes to an end. But here come Brentford. It is end-to-end stuff in the last few minutes, and Brentford are looking to steal the equaliser, to steal the winner now. And we've slowed them down, and that's nice. Nice play in midfield to slow them down. What was that? Who has been sent off for a wild challenge, and that has given us a little bit of a problem now. What a dreadful, dreadful tackle. There's no excuse for that. But we are on the break here. Maggio, can he look inside? No, he can't. And then he ends up giving the ball away. That was really poor. But here come Brentford. It really is end-to-end, and it's Ivan Toney. Toney with the shot, and Fisher manages to clear it up. But again, that's a poor clearance by Fisher, but beautifully won back by Lavery. Lavery, and it is totally end-to-end stuff. And there's Guillen, and the move comes to an end. A very, very exciting end to the game. I don't really want an exciting end to the game, as here come Brentford. Brentford are in, and Fisher makes a great save. And I think, referee, can we have the final whistle now? I'll be fairly happy just to take the point. But Brentford have a corner, 90 minutes on the clock, and that is swung in and headed clear. And solid defence is what is needed now. Cabango, I think, has had a very, very good game. He's done very, very well. And maybe it is time to be thinking about playing him a little bit more. And it is full time. It's Brentford 1, Swansea 1. I'm going to tell them I'm a bit disappointed with that. But we are still in 6th. But Tottenham have 2 games in hand. They are 4 points behind us. Leeds have 3 games in hand, and they are just 6 points behind us. So we could end up maybe 9th or 10th in the table yet. It's a very difficult run-in for us now. And I'm really not looking forward to the run-in. We have 2 games we should win, sandwiched in between Manchester City and Arsenal. And if we just have a look at that, it doesn't look pretty. First half of the season was absolutely brilliant. Second half is dire. Manchester City, Arsenal, they are the top 2, and they are vying for the top spot. So I don't expect to get anything out of them. Brighton, Burnley, who knows? Whether or not we have any puff left for those games, I really don't know. But whatever happens from here on in, I will be very proud of what the boys have achieved. And that's it for this video. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to help others and support the really worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And all that remains to be said now is we will play out through the rest of the season, and we'll come back for the Arsenal game, the final game of the season, our first season in the Premier League, and we will do that game and the season review, plus have some news, if there is any, on the new budgets for the coming season. One thing's for sure, we are not being relegated. We have done our job, and we've done ourselves very proud. So all that remains to be said is, see you in the next episode.